Rolando Romero's boxing career has hit a major crossroads, with a mandatory title defense now standing in the way of a potentially massive payday. The World Boxing Association, WBA, has ordered Romero to face Shakhram Giyasov, putting a wrench in the works for a rumored fight against boxing legend Manny Pacquiao. This is a classic example of the often complicated world of boxing politics. The WBA's decision, announced on a recent Monday, mandates that Romero, the current WBA welterweight title holder, must defend his title against the #1 contender, Giyasov. The clock is ticking, as Romero was supposed to defend his title within 120 days of acquiring it as per Championship Rules C.11. That deadline, which expired on September 1st, prompted the WBA to issue the mandatory bout notice. But here's where it gets controversial. Adding to the complexity, Championship Rule C.13 prevents a champion from participating in a non-mandatory fight within 60 days following the mandatory defense period's expiration. This throws a serious curveball into the plans for a potential Romero-Pacquiao showdown in Las Vegas, which was reportedly being targeted for January. Romero is backed by TGB Promotions on behalf of Premier Boxing Champions, PBC, who are eager to finalize the Pacquiao fight. On the other hand, Giyasov is promoted by Matchroom Boxing in association with World of Boxing. Romero, with a record of 17 wins and 2 losses, 13 by knockout, earned his title with an upset victory over Ryan Garcia on May 2nd in New York City. Garcia, a highly touted boxer, was expected to win, which would have set him up for a rematch with Devin Haney. Instead, Romero dominated, securing a second-round knockdown and controlling the fight. Romero's status was upgraded to full titleist after Jaron Boots Ennis vacated his WBA and IBF 147 pounds titles to move up in weight. Rumors suggest that Romero and Pacquiao were deep in negotiations for a fight in early 2026. However, no deal has been reached, and the WBA was not given any updates. The sanctioning body's decision is based on the fact that Romero's mandatory title defense is overdue. Giyasov, with a perfect record of 17 wins and 0 losses, 10 by knockout, was already in line to fight Romero. The unbeaten 32-year-old, who won a silver medal for Uzbekistan in the 2016 Rio Olympics, was initially slated to face Ennis. Ennis was supposed to fight Imantas Stanionis in an April unification bout, which Ennis won. The initial plan was for Ennis-Giyasov to happen within 120 days. But with Ennis moving up in weight and Romero becoming the full title holder, the WBA's attempt to adhere to the deadline has failed. The question now is, will the fight between Romero and Pacquiao happen? There is still a chance that Giyasov could be offered a deal to step aside, allowing the Romero-Pacquiao fight to proceed. What do you think? Will we see Romero versus Pacquiao? Or will Giyasov get his shot? Share your thoughts in the comments below.